it's John. LBF will move forward. So I've been procrastinating. I will admit it. Um, I've been procrastinating for one reason. When this fell off the jack stands, this Green Ranger project, and gas tank got punctured, and a bunch of other damage, front bumper, section of the frame, and then I haven't been able to find my repair sections for the frame rail, which I kept. Um, I've been procrastinating. I haven't been happy, and I had some issues with the video for that all, which didn't help things, and a bunch going on in my personal life. So there's been delays, and some of it's my own doing, a lot of it's my own doing. But we're out here today trying to get what we can done, a little bit here and there. Uh, yeah, I guess we'll get right to it. So, gas tanks. Uh, this one is out of Gray Ranger back there. Good tank, extended cab tank, 19.5 gallon. The only thing is, this plug is different. It's the Ford round gray plug. This harness is marked 1/13/2000 for its manufacture date. Probably a 99 model year for that. Maybe 2000. The tag, I had to cut the tag off of mine. Well, it shows up there. But it's 5/9/2000. And we have black Ford plug. So I either have to swap the plug over or swap the sender unit over. This sender was a replacement, so I'm sort of inclined to put it in because I know the age of it. I did have to repair this wire. It was damaged right up here, right by the plug. Pulled the wire out. This is a wire out of another one of these plugs. I got a few of them that I've cut off of different things in the past. So I just spliced in, repaired that damaged wire, so he should be good to go. I used a solder heat shrink connector with a solder ring, and then overlaid it with a piece of heat shrink, blue line heat shrink, just because this is going to get a lot of weather underneath the truck there. Look at this tank over a little. There is my damage. That's where the jack stand punctured the tank. There's a couple other things in the bottom of the tank from this all, but that was where it really got me. So I need to deal with tanks. I got my skid plates ready to go here. What else? Leaf springs. Leaf springs are a problem. So, yeah, got the extended shackles on. You can see my nice diff cover under there and stuff. So I think I screwed up building these packs because this cut down main to make a extra long leaf and this leaf are from a heavy duty Explorer pack. they don't have the arch of a regular Explorer or a Ranger pack. And it's causing my mainspring to bow from this point to the U-bolts when there's weight on it. Right now I'm on stands. So I think I need to pull these leaves out and use Ranger leaves or regular Explorer leaves and see if that fixes my problem with the mainspring flexing. If not, then the mainspring's bad, which would be really unfortunate at this point. That might also be contributing to some of my lowering issues in the back. So these packs need rebuilt at this point using different leaves, or I need to buy another leaf pack, but I really want to see where I can end up. As far as the front, I pulled the front shocks and temporarily pulled the front shocks. And that's about where we're sitting these days. I have the torsion bar keys cranked out as loose as I can. They're almost touching the adjuster plate. If I do need more lowering in the front, I can use the torsion bar keys, I'm told, from an 08 to 11 Ranger, because the 08 to 11s came factory lower than the 98 to 07s. So by changing the torsion keys, I can get a little bit more lowering. How much, I don't know. I don't have the keys yet. And I'm not sure if they'll be necessary yet either. So that was where I was at. Oh, I pulled the bump stops in the front because I was sitting on the bump stops, and I think the shocks were limiting my up travel because I could bounce on the front end and there was no suspension movement. Now I got suspension movement, so that's good. Show you. Here's how the A-arms are sitting, and a bunch of my front ends together. That is an Explorer 34mm sway bar in the front. Damage. I did here for the fog light and made the fog light harness modular. So this plugs into the weather pack connector under there. That plugs into the factory fog lights. And I also have for when I build my bumper, I have LED fog lights with a weather pack connector on. So that's that. This is actually a new crimp set for these connectors, weatherproof connectors. So I have weather pack, I have stamped Deutsch BTs, and then these are the three for solid pin DT connectors, the number 20, number 16, and number 12, and then some holes for taking apart the connectors. There's weather pack. These are supposed to be for DT, but they seem a little big. This guy's also for DT, and I found that this hooked end and blade end work really well on the Ford connectors for getting those apart. So that was a little. I did get the DT connectors. I have a whole kit of those now to go with my weather pack stuff for all this. So made a little bit of progress, not a lot. Got a lot to deal with yet. Yeah, it's just kind of unfortunate the way this is all worked out, and I'm going to try to do what I can. Those frame pieces are really going to be holding me up here. Oh, the other thing. Drive shaft. The drive shaft, rear drive shaft, is definitely too long. With full weight on the suspension, it comes close to fitting, but that's not really good enough because I can't be binding it. So pull this out here. In case you're curious, like I was, I pulled the bellow off the slip joint, and that's what we got for a slip joint. And as near as I can tell, at normal ride height, it's supposed to ride roughly somewhere in this range, probably between the end of the splines and full compression. So I was hoping that these splines went all the way down, or that this was a different design or something where I could extend the splines if this had been full thickness. Unfortunately, that's not the case. So what's probably going to be my best bet at this point is to grind out this weld here very carefully. I'm going to scribe some marks, and I'm going to be very careful how I cut and how I grind this weld out. This piece actually sits down inside here, so I'll grind the weld out, cut the tube shorter, slide it in, have it lined up with my marks, squared up, weld it, and then I'll take it up to the driveline shop and have them balance it, just so that I can keep those near correct as possible. I think that about covers things for now. So I'll get back to work. Oh, ABS. This is the ABS module off my 98 Explorer down there. So we're going to try putting this in and see if that resolves our ABS issue. That was the last thing. A friend brought this over from for me, cut it off, brought it over. So I'm going to get it cleaned up and installed. Hopefully that solves my problem. If it doesn't, there's more troubleshooting. So I'll get back to work, and that's it for now.